さて
Sorry, but I still can't believe it's really you.
さようですか。
Neither can we.
You can't imagine how wonderful it is that I can help you in one of your
私も登場
cases.
するかしら。
Does this mean it will become a new book? And maybe I will be in it?
Miss, those books aren't really...
本は本当は
Don't even tell me. No. I don't want to know. Let it be a surprise instead.
No, I didn't mean...
Leave it to me, Sonny. I'm good at this. Thank you, Miss. Your words are very flattering, and we are honored.
No, I thank you. I'll never forget this day.
We won't either, that's for sure.
We're happy to bring you joy, Miss. Anytime.
MB デイビスがすごい気になる。
Please, I'm at your service.
Thank you, Miss.
だね。さて、とりあえず
Say,
君の
Miss,
話が選択肢じゃ
what
な
can
い
you tell us about this place?
Our institution was standing even before the Great Meat War, and during the war it was transformed into a military hospital. Since then, we're relentlessly working on treating injured minds under the leadership of Dr. Quetzal, the famous specialist.
The place seems pretty
ヘビ
empty.
やないか。
Do many people work here?
We have 32 residents and 7 nurses, including me. We also have a 3-person maintenance and cleaning staff, and, of course, the heart and soul of our institution, Dr. Quetzal himself.
I see. Now, this Dr. Quetzal, is he the director here?
Exactly. Director, scientist, researcher, patron, and doctor. And even a friend.
Quite a guy.
He certainly is.
セスオスケツァルコアト。
So who is this Dr. Quetzal exactly?
ケツァルコア
He's
ト
a
だね。
world-famous researcher of the mind, Mr. Sutherland. He published countless books in the fields of psychology and psychotherapy.
Psycho... what?
Unraveling the mind. It's the most crucial mission of the century, Mr. McChicken.
That's really good to know.
So this doctor's some celebrity, right? Does he usually meet other important persons?
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
Well, like Mr. Hobart Wessler, for example.
Ah, yes. That's something you should ask the doctor himself, but unfortunately, I don't think he has time right now.
He's swamped, is he?
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. He is very, very, very busy. All the time.
I thought so.
まあ32を一人で管轄してんだからな。
What can you say about this, miss? Have you seen anything like
見た
it?
ことあるかいこういうの。
Of course. Our residents wear these for identification. But how did you come by it? They only wear them inside the institution.
Huh. I see.
The wristband does belong to one of our residents. But I'm afraid I'm not allowed to tell you more due to regulations.
Oh, come on, Miranda. It's us, the Chicken Police.
I'm sorry, I
そこは
can't.
お堅いね、ミランダさ
This case is a matter of life and death. Lives are in your hands.
All right. All right.
ん。患者の名前は
I'll do
アル
it.
バート・タデウスです
Albert
が、あっさり言っちゃったね。
The patient's name is
その
Albert
32
Thaddeus
人のうちに入
Wessler.
ってるのが33人目だ
Figures.
ったのが。
Just as we thought.
Thank you, Miranda. We'll
今日
never
忘れな
forget
いぜ。
this.
3日ぐらいだ
Please, don't make me blush. And don't tell
な。そうちょっと
anyone
ま
you
ずいから
heard
ね、
it
規則
from
違
me.
反しちゃってる。
Oh, we
エ
won't.
リがちょっと気になる。
I promise.
ああいう服なのか。あれ、そういうエリなのかな。首が長すぎてどうなってんの
So when can we talk to Mr. Wessler?
I need to ask Dr. Quetzal.
あ、聞いてこれね、
Please wait
優しい人やね。
Thank you.
ちょっとチラッと見えるこの脇とのこの隙間がたまらんね。
Dr. Quetzal will see you. He's waiting for you in his office. Up the stairs, all the way down the hall.
What a surprise. It's enough to mention Wessler's name and all the doors are open.
すごいね。
I wouldn't want to get mixed up in this, but do you think Albert is in danger?
Danger? What do you mean?
We haven't heard from him since he disappeared,
いなくなって
and
から
we're
突然
really,
本当に
really worried.
I see. We don't know yet, miss, but let's hope for the best.
Great wild ones protect him.
分かってるんだ。まあそりゃそう。
Where is he?
No idea, Marty.
The smell of all that's furry. I'll never get used to it.
Well, reptiles have a disgusting body odor, Marty, but they feel exactly the same about us.
まあ恐竜だって夜行無双期間帯でしょ。
Great wild ones! You scared the hell out of me. I already sensed your arrival from afar. You know, snakes have a different sense of smell. And birds used to be our prey once upon a time.
Well, yeah. Luckily, we're living in civilized times.
Lucky. Please, take a seat. How can I help you, gentlemen?
どのようなご意見でしょうか。なんかえらいキャラの濃い人が出てきはったけど。
Your office is rather Puritan. Simple, I mean.
Ain't that the truth?
マジや。
Well, yes. I can't let my mind wander from my work. I only keep what's essential in my office.
I see.
なるほど。
Makes sense. Is this...
I would rather call it a room. But yes, it's like all the others, except there are even bigger ones than this.
Is this cell like...
独房って。
Is this cell...
でほんまになんかボロボロだな。さて、
An isle of reason in a sea of insanity.
Insanity is such a strong word, and it's mostly an abstract idea. Where does insanity start, and how long is one not insane? Interesting questions. Am I normal, or are you? Maybe neither of us.
You see, that's something I think about a lot nowadays.
If you like, I can give you an appointment.
Oh,
this is your chance, Sonny. Don't miss it. We're already here.
Marty, clock up.
6時間かけてここまで来るの嫌や。
Are you very busy?
お忙しい？
I am.
はい、時計見てるね。超忙しそうだ。まあと。
Why do you have bars on your windows?
出られねえ。
Because it's a room like all the others, and I'm just an animal too, like all our
医者の
residents.
人ってのは。
With the significant difference of you being a doctor and not a patient. Am I right? It's not as big of a difference as you'd
久
think.
しぶりに種が出ましたね。
So, escaping is impossible. If I'd want to escape, I have the privilege of using the door.
なるほど。面白い先生だ。さて。
To be honest, gentlemen, your visit is anything but a surprise. I could even say I was expecting it.
What an introduction.
なんという自己紹介。
Please forgive me. I have the bad habit of immediately getting into the middle of things. How very rude of me. My name is Dr. Sessuous Quetzalcoatl, but most call me Dr. Quetzal to keep it simple.
The name is Santino Featherland, and this is my partner, Martin McChicken,
From the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department. Your fame is one step ahead of you. We're used to it. Certainly.
We have some questions about one of your patients, if you don't mind. We'd like to talk to him, if that's possible.
Please be specific, detective.
Look, Doctor, we're too tired to play cat and mouse. Not that snake and chicken sounds any better.
Very funny, I must say. Just what I expected from you two detectives.
We know you know. It's about Albert Wessler, Ibn Wessler's secret twin. Ever since we've said his name, all the doors have miraculously opened. That's what we call a bullseye.
Well, yes. Why should I deny it? We're talking about a rather illustrious patient here, who's also a very particular medical case.
Now, that's much more interesting. So, are you willing to talk about him?
Because Albert regrettably has disappeared, and you are police detectives, I have no reason not to talk to you. Of course, I'm at your service. But you must understand, I can't disclose information about my patients.
Not even if it's a matter of life and death?
Everything's a matter of life and death in here, detective. This is a hospital, even if it's primarily for the mind, not the body.
Still, I'd like to give the impossible a try.
Please, detective, just do your job, and I'll do mine.
そうしましょうからになってそうしますからになってる。
So, what do you want to know, gentlemen?
とりあえずその喋り方はあれかな、口の先が割れてるからこう空気が抜けるからそうなるのかな。
A snake. I can't help it, but they make my feathers stand on end. I have a hard time bearing their proximity. My blood boils and my heart bangs. It's the primordial fear, they say.
される側だからね。
I have a...
さてでは切りましょうか。これちょっとなんか論点がずれるから先にアルバート・タデウス・ウェストラこれあれだからまず精神病院
What kind of a place is this exactly? I assume it wasn't built as an insane asylum.
It used to be a mansion. Construction started during the occupation in 622. Then it stood empty for almost a century until finally it went to the crown of Cloville when Hector's great-grandfather took the throne. The rest is history.
How long have you been working here?
I've worked here for more than 30 years. But it's been in my family's possession for almost 150 years.
So if I count correctly, as soon as it went to the crown, it was seized by your family.
That's almost accurate, Mr. Featherland.
What a lovely inheritance.
そう言えるかな。次マダムザイマス。王室そうやな。この人もそのスパイかな。
Tell me, Doctor, do you know Madame Zavas?
Just like everybody else, I've heard of her, but I never had the pleasure of meeting her in person. I'm sure she's an interesting case.
Oh, you can be sure about that. I'd gladly get you two together if I had the chance. A spare cell would suit her very much.
Is that so?
As it turns out, she likes small, narrow, secret places.
Oh, I see. What a coincidence.
How long was Albert a resident of the institution?
For quite some time. His first symptoms surfaced in his teens. Depression, panic attacks, and schizophrenia.
Was he brought here immediately after the first signs that something wasn't right?
You know, the biggest problem with an opinion on insanity is that animals are ashamed of it. That's the reason our institution stands out here in the middle of nowhere.
Because animals would rather hide what they're afraid to face.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
As far as I know, the Wessler family wasn't exceptionally wealthy.
Indeed, they were rather poor, but we offer our services gratis.
Then how do you sustain yourselves?
By the grace of the treasury of King Hector III, of course.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
My family and the royal dynasty had always been on good terms, Mr. Santino.
Dr. Quetzal's a real mystery. But I can turn that to my advantage. I just need to focus on the strangest pieces of the puzzle.